cold sack that is dust and gas, and these are probably stars in formation, and they are in the southern hemisphere at the celestial south pole, out in a dense area in the smallest constellation Crux or Southern Cross. So at the south celestial pole there is the Crux or Southern Cross, and there are a bunch of stars in formation, but for now they haven't fallen together to form stars. They are just in the formation phase, in the beginning of a lot of dust falling together. And for now, people can't see through because of all the dust and gas there. And that is the cold sack, this lot of dust and gas there. That is according to the Reader's Digest Library of Modern Knowledge, Book 1, Part 1, Structure of Universe, written by Ian Riddiff and Jonas Shakespeare, on the page 52. Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn space science today, cold sack, and after we've done it, we're going to do body-centered training. And if you participate in the body-centered training, then it's at your own risk. Cold sack, that is a cloud of dust and gas in the Milky Way that blocks out light from the stars behind. The cold sack is believed to be a cluster of stars in an early stage of formation. So somewhere in the Milky Way, there are a bunch of stars in formation. There's all the dust and the gases, and they are starting right now to fall together, to contract and becoming a star, but they are not so far and so long until that happens. There's all that gas and dust, and blocks out the light through it, and so people can't see through it, and they don't see what is behind it. It lies in the southern hemisphere of the sky in the constellation of Crux, the Southern Cross. Let's take a look there. Crux, the smallest constellation in the sky, popularly known as the Southern Cross. It lies near the south pole of the sky in a dense area of the Milky Way. Near the south pole of the sky, so we're talking about the celestial spheres, I think. So where the south pole is just further out. It lies in this cold sack lies in the southern hemisphere of the sky in the constellation of Crux, the Southern Cross. Okay, it is in Crux or the Southern Cross, and that is out near the south pole of the sky. It is a dense area of the Milky Way. It is the smallest constellation in the sky, and there's a lot of dust and gas blocking out the vision, and so people can't see what's behind it. Cold sack, that is in the Crux constellation, the southern hemisphere at the south celestial pole, and there in the smallest constellation, the Crux or Southern Cross constellation, there is then some dust and gas, and therefore people can't see through it. And that's the cold sack, this formation of dust and gas through which people can't see, and which is the cold sack. And that is it are probably stars in formation. And that is the Reader's Digest Library. Let's make it. I don't think about it. I wanted to say maybe. Cold sack, that is dust and gas, and these are probably stars in formation, and they are in the southern hemisphere at the celestial south pole, out in a dense area in the smallest constellation Crux or Southern Cross. So at the south celestial pole there is the Crux or Southern Cross, and there are a bunch of stars in formation, but they haven't fallen together to form stars. They are just in the formation phase, in the beginning of a lot of dust falling together. And for now, people can't see through because of all the dust and gas there. And that is the cold sack, this lot of dust and gas there. That is according to the Reader's Digest Library of Modern Knowledge, Book 1, Part 1, Structure of Universe, written by Ian Riddiff and Jonas Shakespeare, on the page 52. I think the problem is that these are so little information which are so easy, but I want to say them all. But actually it are 20 or something. and it's a bit too much to say in one sentence through. Now, that was the space science part. If you really have a space science, you can go directly to the next part of space science. Then we'll continue with space science. If you stay here and participate in the body-centered training, then it's very honest. Have your feet standing shoulder width wide apart, into the knees, flex the legs, press them together, straighten one leg. Bend it again. The other leg, straighten it, bend it again, and up. Legs a bit apart, a bit more. Down into the knees, flex the legs, press them together. Over to one side, and the other side, middle, and up. Legs closer together, press to the outside. Have a good standing leg, one leg up, right angle with the leg, flexed foot, even line hips, taller with the back, and press from the top against the knee, have a little bend in the elbow. And press from the inside. And up and to the side. From the outside, open slowly. Close again. Other leg up, press from the top. And both sides. Press up and to the side. Press on the outside. Open slowly. Close again. And 3 exercises on the ground. First, a side plank on the elbow. Then with one leg up. And on the long arm, one arm out, one leg up, pull the knee to the elbow. And over to the other side. First on the elbow. Then one leg up. And on the long arm. One arm out, one leg up, knee to elbow. And up again. One heel onto the ground, pull the toes in, move the leg from left to right. Other heel onto the ground, pull the toes in, move the leg from left to right. Pull one leg up. The other one. Take the leg at the ankle. Tuck the tip on it. Change. Legs to the sides, breathing it down. Up. Breathe in and close the legs. And that goes to the body centered training. I thank you very much. And until next time.